My name is Kevin Kusuma. I'm going to show you how to complete this assignment where you need to create a DOMO account. You need to register or sign up for a DOMO account. It's a free DOMO account for a student by following this link down here. And after that, you need to download this data or CSV files and then upload them to your newly created DOMO instance. And then you need to create a dashboard to answer these 3 questions down here. And in this case, you are pretending to be a purchasing manager of a company that produce cookie, and then your executive or the executives of the company requested that you create a dashboard for them to answer these questions, right? You can follow this video, this part right here. You can click this one, it will take you to a new page where you can watch a video that will show you how to obtain a DOMO account. You can also watch this part where you can see how to create or how to upload a CSV file to DOMO, how to create a dashboard, how to create a card. This part will show you how to add a new user. This is very important because after you create your dashboard, you need to add me to your instance so that I can see your work. All right, let's get started. Again, you can complete this step 0 by watching the videos down here, so we'll just skip that part. I'm going to show you how to log into DOMO and how to complete step 2 and 3. Okay, so I'm going to go to domo.com/login and then hit enter. It will take me to this part, and then here you will be required to enter the domain of your instance, which normally will be your first name and your last name, and followed by learn DOMO. So something like this: Christian dash, because Christian is my first name, my last name is Kusuma, like that, and then dash again, learn DOMO, and see learn DOMO, one word, and click that. It will take me normally it will take me or it will take you to a login page where you have to enter your email and your password, but in this case I already logged in, so it will just take me to my DOMO instance right away. So this is the page that you will see whenever you log into your DOMO instance, and what you need to do now is to upload the data or the CSV files, and this is how you do it. You can go to data, and then up here there's connect data, there's connectors, there's file, database, etc. Because you have the data as a file on your computer, I'm going to use file. This connectors is a feature where you can pull data from other cloud-based environment to DOMO, such as Amazon or your Facebook, Instagram, basically any data that is stored on the cloud. In this case, I'm going to click this file. Will prompt me what kind of connector, which I don't care right now. I just want to drop a file. I'm going to click this browser file. Goes to actual cells. Open, and then next. Going to delete the CSV. Just doesn't look good. You can leave it if you want, but it just doesn't look good. Save and run, and after you do that, you'll see that it will take me to this part. See this importing? It's still waiting, storing, preparing. There you go. We have 1095 rows. If you click the data again, it will take you back to this part. Now I have all of the data that I need. You can see this is all 4 data that I need. That's how you upload a data set to DOMO. After this, what you need to do is to answer this question. So let's answer the first question. Here it's asking, how is the year-to-date performance of the actual sales against budget? In this case, budget, we need to calculate budget by multiplying demand with 1 plus buffer. So we'll do that, but there is a problem here because let me open it in another tab. There's the cells, there's the daemon. The sales data is not in the same table as the budget data, which is here, right? So we need to combine these two tables into one, and in DOMO you can do that by, there are multiple of ways of doing that, but I'm going to show you the easiest way. So up here you can see a bunch of different stuff, but I want you to click this ETL. So I'm going to right click, it will say open link in a new tab. I'm going to do that. It will open a new tab up here. I'm going to go there. It will give you an environment, a canvas where you can combine those two data sets together. So first thing, I need to name this. So I'm going to name it actual versus budget cookie. Now actually let's put the cookie at the beginning. Cookie. That. And then now what I need to do is to drag this input data set. I have two of them, so I'm going to take two. And then first one, I will take the cookie all demand. Do that. And then just check the data here. You'll see this is all the data that you need. And then the second one, I'm going to click it, choose data set. I'll take the actual sales, like that. You can check the data as well. You got date, type, and variant and actual sales. And then in this part, you also have date, type, variant, and these two, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to join these two together. I'm going to search for join tile. This is a tile called join tile. I'm going to place it in between and connect these two by clicking it and then dragging it. And I'm going to click the join data. Inside here, there are some settings that you need to do. You can do inner join, you can do left outer join, right join, full outer join. In this case, I just want to do inner join. Leave it as it. And then this part right here is where you need to choose the matching columns. So in this case, we have date on the left table, and we also have date on the right table. Let's see. We also have type on the left table. I have the type on the right table. We have variant, and we have variant. Let's see. We have demand here, but let's see. We don't have demand here, so just click that out. Let me make it bigger for you. And down here, it will tell you that there is conflicts in naming. There are three columns that have the same name, which is these three columns have the same name as this one. What do you want to do? So here I'm just going to click this auto fix, right? I'm going to click that. It will actually fix it down here. It will just drop them. It will drop the date, type, and variant from the right table, right? So I'm going to close this. I'm going to click it in this canvas. I will drop that away, and after this I'm going to run preview. Click this, see how it looks like. Going to click this join data again, and then here you see this configuration, and then there is a new tab here called preview. This only shows up after you run preview, so you can do preview, and then you will see there is the date, type, variant, demand, buffer level, and now actual sales is in the same table as the demand and buffer. But this is not done, right? We have the actual sales, but we don't have the budget. How do we calculate the budget? It has to be demand multiplied by 1 plus buffer level. In this case, I'm going to pull in the formula tile. There is an add formula tile. Drag it here. I'm going to connect it. I'm going to create a new column, call it budget. And then the formula, you can type SQL formula here, like case when, or just any calculation that you want. In this case, I want to type demand. I'm gonna click enter right there, and multiply by 1 plus buffer level right there. and then you can click this um, validate formula button. We'll try to validate and we'll give you, okay, this looks correct. If it's green, it means correct. And I'll show you how it looks like if it's not correct. Let's say I put a equal there, which is weird. All right, so it will like be like unknown error. There you go. You know if it's correct when it's green. Now let me run preview again, and just see, like, there is no preview button here, right? Because I haven't because the preview is not done yet. But when the preview is done, you'll see there is a new preview button inside this add formula tile. So click it, you'll see at the end there is a new column called budget, which is a calculation from these three columns. That's the budget, just the actual sales. Now what we need to do, we need to drag this output dataset here at the end, drag it. I'm going to copy that and then paste it down here so that the data flow and the dataset have the same name. And I can also do one more thing here. I can click this part, settings, and then I can do, so this is asking you, when should this data flow run? So when should the data be refreshed? So you can do manually, which is you have to come here and then hit it to run, or you can actually just make it on schedule, say once a day or something. Or you can also do only when datasets are updated. I can click that one. So when the cookie and when this all demand and actual sales, or let's just when all demand is updated, this whole thing will run again, so that we have the most updated dataset. When I click apply, and if you can also click this part right here, this show checklist. It will tell you like what you need to be doing before you can run this. See, everything is green, so everything is good. I'm going to click that save and run. I'll give you like, do you want to add any comment? I don't care. Save and run. It will take me to the data flow. This is the name of the data flow. You see that there's two inputs, the cookie all demand and actual sales, and there's this output. We only have one output. Right, it takes only 11 seconds to run. So we can go to this data set. No, actually, if you go back to the first tab, or if you go to this data right here, you go back to this data part, it will take you in this part, and you'll see that you refresh it, you'll see that there is a new data set called cookie actual budget. So if you click it, or you get to this cookie and actual budget data set, which only has 72 rows, and what you want to do is to answer the questions, the first questions here, which is how is the year-to-date actual versus budget. So what we're going to do, going back to this cookie actual budget, going to hit this open with, and then click analyzer. Can you see that? Create a new visualization. So I'm going to hit that. It will take you to this canvas, and where you can drag and drop whatever you want. So I'm going to go to this chart types, click this table, because I want it to look like a table. I'm going to delete this type, or I can also click it and drag it somewhere. It will get removed as well. I have the actual sales. I'm going to aggregate it by sum. We'll sum it by day. I have the budget as well. Do it like that. And then now you have the total actual sales and total budget day by day up to 24, right? But today, when I create this tutorial, it's only 22nd, which I can change it to, instead of all date, I'm going to do year to date. So like that, you'll see that now we only have 22nd, because right now it's only Saturday, 22nd of January 2022. I'm going to Now you have the comparison between actual and sales, but the question is asking how is the performance. So we need to compare the sales and the budget. So what we're going to do, we're going to add a new column, a new calculated field, or in DOMO they call it beast mode. I'm going to click this add calculated field, and then I'll call it actual versus budget. I'm going to use sum actual sales minus budget. I'm going to click this validate formula so it works. I'm going to click this share on the data set, save and close. Now you'll see that there is a new field called actual versus budget. I can click it, drag it here, and there you go. You can see that on this date we're actually below our budget, but what I want is the percentage instead of just this number. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to change this formula to be sum of actual sales divided by sum of budget minus 1. This is the same formula as if you write it this way. This is a shorter formula. This will also the same thing if you want to calculate this way. Sum of actual sales minus sum of budget. I'm going to put all this in parentheses, and then divided by sum of budget. This will be the same, will give you the same answer as this one, but this one is a lot shorter, slightly shorter, so I like that one better. I'm gonna do that, validate formula, and do that, and then I get the percentage right now. But this is not percentage, right? So I need to change it, format, change it to percentage, and there you go. Got minus 7%. Oh wow, seems like the sales is always lower than the budget, but this doesn't look good, so I'm going to change it to be maybe let's do vertical, or let's do this one, line and bar. Let's just delete all this again. I'm going to bring it one by one. I'm gonna bring the first one up here, actual first budget. I'm gonna bring the actual sales. No, actually we'll do the budget first, the first series there, and then actual sales over there, and then now we have something, right? I can change this one to be the actual sales, actual versus budget, change it to be percentage, and you see that we're minus 6% against our budget, which is quite low. Now okay, yeah, so you'll see that the orange bar is the actual sales, the green bar is the budget, and the blue is the actual versus budget. You can also change the color of the bars by going to this color rules. I can change the actual versus budget. Let's change it to be red, for example. And next, apply to this card only. You see it's red right now, and I can also add the values there by data label settings. Click this part, also value, and you'll see that I got all the values right now. Now you can see the actual versus budget, it's not in a percentage form, so I gotta go back to this part, format, and change the percentage, and voila, got it. This is daily, right? Year to date. What if I want it to be weekly? I can also change it this part, do it week. There you go. It doesn't look good, so I'm going to change it back to day, and then I'm going to click this arrow right here, save and close. Now I have a bunch of other cards here, but this is the card that I just created, and I want this card to be in a dashboard. Right now it lives in a random page called overview, and I want to create a dashboard just for this one. So I'm going to click this plus button here. There are two plus buttons. You want the one at the top, click that, and then dashboard. We call it cookie dashboard. Right, I'm going to click save. It will take me to the new cookie dashboard, and then you can also see what other dashboard you have by clicking this part, right? And then you'll see like all of the dashboard that you have. You probably only have one at this point, but you can see there is this dashboard that we have still empty. What we want is to actually add that card to this, so I'm going to click the lower plus button here, click that, and then you can create a new card if you want, but in this case I want to add an existing card because I just created the card. And I click that, and then look for it. I think it was actual versus budget cookie right here. This is the first one. And I click that, and then it will be in the appendix, and it's still not looking good, so I'm going to click this wrench button, add the dashboard, move it here, and then you'll see that there you go, I got my first card, cookie actual budget. This is answering the first question, which is how do we perform, how is our sales against budgets for the year to date. That's the first question we just answered. Now I want to save this. Now you can get that one, and now I'm going to show you how to answer the other questions, okay, which is what cookie is the best seller. We can actually also use the same data set to answer that. So I'm going to click this plus button and then create a new card because I don't have that yet, so I'm going to create it. I'm going to do visualization. I'm going to use an existing data because we already created that, and then this cookie actual versus budget, click that, choose data set, and I'm going to again I like to use table just because it's easier to see. I'm going to clean this and then clean the actual cells and then sum it up all together, changes to be year to date. Now that's the year to date, that's how much sales we have, only 9665. That's not US dollar, but this is the unit sales, and we want to have which brand is the best seller, right? And then here the hint is that a combination of type and variant makes up a brand, so we need to have the type up here and the variant, and then it gives you the type and variant. So each of this row is its own brand. So type 2 strawberry flavor type 2 is its own brand. And now I need to order this. I can either click this one right here, see it orders on its own, or I can also do it this way, sort and then drop it to the sorting, ascending or descending, and now you'll see that all the cells are up here. I can also change. I can also remove this one, remove that one, actual cells. Another way to do this, prettier way to do this, is to actually create a new calculator field. We're going to combine the type and variant together, so we call it brand. A formula called concat, which is concatenate. So I'm gonna add the type and put a space, that, and then variant. I'm gonna save that, or actually validate it works, save and close. I have a new brand, so if I pull it here, you'll see this brand is basically just a combination of the type and variant. So I can delete these guys, remove, right? So I can use a pie chart. Now you'll see that type to chocolate is the most popular, and you can also see the percentage by going to this part. We'll do value. Yeah, I guess put the name there, and then we can add the value slash percent of total. There you go. The legend too. You can also put value and percentage. Now you have value and percentage next to it. So 70% of the sales of year to date comes from type 2 chocolate. And can save and close. Oh, I forgot to rename this, but we can do it later. So let's just add to the dashboard, so we can have this card underneath there, right there, and then save and close. And now I can go back to the card by going to this card options, edit analyzer, and click this part. I can change it to be best seller cookie bread, right? And then save and close. I will change the title. So originally we had 3 questions, but at this point I think it might be too much to answer 3 questions, so we'll just answer these 2 questions for this exercise. And next, you want to add me to your instance by following this video. You can follow this video, add me to your instance, give me admin access, and then after that you want to share this dashboard with me. You can share this dashboard with me by clicking this person and plus button here. Click that, so you can add my name here, and in this case I want to share this with the whole group, so I can do, there is a group I can add here, but then you can also add individual. In your case you want to add me, it should be Kevin Kusuma, instructor, if you want, and then share, and then should be shared with me. And for the submission, you also need to get this link right here and then submit it on Canvas, so that I can go to your dashboard and then create it. I think that's it. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you very much.